short, guys?
Now, is that rumor about the $1,000 of steam?
That's true.
Wow. What's that smell?
I can't believe what I saw. Look, I'm being gay over here. Locally, I really.
What's your thoughts on premarital sex?
Come play with us.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
5,352 feet.
How's your sister?
Cereal, a champion. Lowest cost.
Fully equipped swimming pool, which we have right here. You can see we have a nice natural side, nice ceramic side to it, and yeah.
Let's go check out the west side of the house.
Glass.
Woo! Here we are again, folks. Welcome back to another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. That's the Colonel. That's Zigzag. And that's FaZe down there. What up, guys?
You know, I have to stop again and give a little credit to, like, holy shit, on that countdown and intro. We've met a lot of fucking people, man.
A lot.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even all of them.
That's not even all of them.
No, that's not all of them. I'm going to eventually try to, like, create 2 or 3 different countdowns that include, like, different mix of everything. So.
You just never know. But
you
I'm
never
just saying
know.
It's you know what I mean? It kind of gives a little bit of credence and credibility to this whole fucking journey we've been on when we look at stuff like that.
Well,
I like it.
You would think.
Yes.
You hope.
And, you know, a few bucks spent along the way, too, you know?
Oh, God, yeah. How much did that intro cost us?
Woo, boy. Can we write that shit off now that it's like that?
Now that we
use...
Yeah. Actually, I think we can, but we'd have to get receipts from
the
God.
people.
Yeah.
Hey, we know who they are, at least.
Well,
my God.
The part about the cost is, if you look at the older ones, it's like fair price. You get to the new ones, it's like, ooh.
Woo. No.
$150.
It's like we go to get the new autograph now and go, here, just autograph this.
Yeah, it's a receipt.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, pretty much. Well, let's see here. You know what? I'm going to go outside of the realm of the norm and ask FaZe how his week has been this week.
It's been the same as usual. A lot of work, a lot of sleep, a lot of computer stuff. I check out the deathcursesociety.com / or whatever the calendar page is, and that's all updated right now. And
through
September
now.
Yes.
All right. I get October, right?
Yes.
All right. God damn it. I'll get it.
Oh,
I
yes.
got to do that though before we get to Morgan Crypt for sure.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. You got a tighter deadline.
A little bit.
You know what? There's no breathing room in there that weekend, man. We are going to be. We're going to need some coffee, some cocaine, other barbiturates.
I saw you cutting up the cocaine on your
Yeah.
arm there while he was talking about his week.
That was more a phase, the same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. But I mean, yes, that it applies both ways. I mean,
Come on, you guys know he wasn't cutting up cocaine. That was Lay's potato chips. Just
Lay's.
Oh my
Better
God.
made.
Pringles.
Yeah, Pringles.
Pringles.
Yes.
All right. Guys, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, share, all that happy horse bullshit that we hate mentioning, but we kind of have to because that's what helps us. But yeah, anyway. Colonel, how was your week?
not too bad. Starting Tuesday. Again, sorry for my absence last week on a movie I actually really wanted to review. So I had a lot of thoughts on it. But if I don't want the house smelling like vomit, I had to scrub that up and everything else. So needless to say, Sarge is good. You know that running joke, you haven't been sick all summer when school starts, I don't want to hear about your stomach hurting. Well, she waited till 2 days before.
Yeah,
Damn.
perfect timing.
And yeah, other than that, just normal stuff. And DCS Sports will not be talked about tonight. You got my background, that's all you need. It'll change.
It might a little bit at that. But we all, three of us, FaZe, Crank, and I, agreed that we needed to press you a little bit on your score of weapons and why it was so low. Just kind of summarize why.
You really think 7 is low?
I do.
Lower.
Dude, I gave this
I'll
a
be
fucking
hon-
9, man.
A 9?
A
I
9.
don't think it's good enough for a 9. I'll be honest.
9.5.
A big part of it was probably the hype I had in my head.
I didn't have that.
Really made me take a good solid point off. Was I understand it was a heavy movie. The climax, the end, too comical for too long. The whole audience is laughing for the last 5-10 minutes.
But the payoff when you finally get past that.
Yeah, the payoff was nice, but I had a silent audience, and then yeah, it was funny, and it took the edge off, but it took a little bit too much of the edge off.
Ferris Bueller, man.
Like Ferris Bueller's a good movie. It's okay.
Oh, I forgot who I'm talking
Oh my!
to.
Oh my God!
Craig, I forgot who I'm talking to. I forgot the difference.
I'm just saying, if I'm picking a John Hughes movie, Ferris Bueller is not the first one I'm picking. I'm going with The Breakfast Club. I'm a basic, you know what?
And that's a great movie too.
It is.
We're 14 minutes in. You can say it now.
I'm a basic bitch. All right.
All right.
I like 16 Candles. I like fucking The Breakfast Club. Ferris Bueller's okay. I'll watch it, but it's not my favorite John Hughes movie. So I don't think I went in too low on Barbarian. I probably could have maybe bumped it up to a 7.5.
Weapons.
But I'll be honest, I enjoy the story of Together so much better than I did Weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Barbarian. You said Barbarian.
For sure I did. Exactly. I was expecting Barbarian. I did not get it. Again, a lot of us I hyped it up too much. I'll admit.
I want to jump in for a second and say one of the reasons why the countdown and the intro are so long is to end that 10-minute buffer zone where we can't say fuck.
That's true.
Fucking
I mean, that helps because that only
helps
leaves
a lot.
we only got to get through like 90 seconds and then boom,
Yeah.
all bets are off. YouTube, fuck you. All right, Ziggy, your week.
I'm somewhat satisfied with Colonel's response on that. We have to get into it a little more later, maybe at the end if we got time. But yeah, man, it was we're in between at the greenhouse right now. I'll be going back there in the morning to clean up and stuff. But spent the week at Vizzy's, pizzaing it up. So that was fun. And then I got to draft my first football team of the year. So there is a little sports. Yes, I got a salary cap team, fantasy football team, and it's stacked again. It was stacked last year. But how I finished, second highest points by like 17 behind the leader, by far the most points against. I played every team that had their best game. They had the guy that just went off about 8 different times the whole season. So hopefully this team will be better, and we won't have that kind of result. But I think I'll be putting some points up. Went with the homeboy with my first pick, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, baby. Let's go. Go Lions. And I'm done with the sports.
And my team's playing right now. I didn't even talk that much.
Good God. All right. That's enough of that. All right.
BCS. Sports.
All right. Well, cool. Cool. Welcome back to Vizzies. I saw that some, I don't know why I got marked in some Westland community group page, but I saw a post that was talking about Tornados or whatever.
Torminas.
Tornina's second best pizza place in the world, and everyone's like, bullshit.
Tormina's is good if you're smashed. I mean, they have a gimmick. It's a 24-inch pizza, round pizza. So the slices are like this. It's okay. It's just above average, though. It's not. There's so many better. I'm sorry, Tormina's, if you're watching, but it's true.
They're not watching.
Facts. I don't know if they are. Who knows? But I'm just saying, there's the mom and pop shops around here dominate with flavor over. That's kind of a corporate thing here now, local corporate thing, but it still is.
Yeah. DCS, the horror podcast of all corporate pizza chains.
Yes, Tormina's. If you know, you know.
Shut up.
I'm still jealous.
Jesus
I've never
Christ.
tried Vizzy's Pizza because every time I've been in Detroit, it's been during their closing time in July.
Yeah. It's true.
It's like, what the hell?
Yep. I got to sneak some, so.
Yeah. I don't.
Rub it in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the way to when we went to Chicago and stuff. That's right.
Well, then, and we got one also. Like I was there right as he was coming back from vacation, and we snuck in, and you delivered some stuff, and we picked up some stuff.
That's right.
If you know what I'm saying.
Could have been one of those days.
Well, all right. My week was a little odd. I was informed this week that one of the venues I do karaoke at is closing, and my last night is this coming Friday, which I'm actually pretty sad about, pretty upset about, because it's, I live in Oklahoma, so most of the clubs around here, and no, this is not necessarily a derogatory thing, but most of the clubs around here are shit kicker bars. And this was like the last true kind of alternative destination. Very LGBTQ friendly, very accepting of people of all kinds. And you know what? I've been working there for like 6 years. I have seen one fight, and it happened outside, which now that I think about it, that's very odd for around my area. So pretty upset about that. I don't know where, most of those people, and a lot of those people I've come to know very, very well. I love them all, and I'm pretty sad. I don't know where they're going to go now, because like some of my other clubs, yeah, they would not, either they wouldn't step foot in there or they would not want to have stepped foot in there like after they've shown up. That's happened a couple of times, and it's just the way it is. So I wish it wasn't that way, but but we move on, and I'm going to start shopping around for a couple new locations this week. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck, because
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Rachel's comment there.
I'm getting ready to go to the comments. I haven't even opened them yet, so I'm a little bit scared.
I saw it. I was kind of like, ha, and I was like, oh shit, he's telling a sad story here. I'm all giggling. The fuck? Sorry.
You giggly fuck you. All right. We're in the comments now. We got Gory Tiger in here. We got Joshua. We got Bethany. What's up? We got Lorena here. We got Rachel. We got Grizzly with what the... I hope this shows up. Yes. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing when I seen that. I was like,
fish?
how'd you get that to happen?
I think they're fish.
I looked on
Fish.
Facebook, and they're just still normal O's. So I think it's something that Evie Mux translates to us.
That's
Fish?
bizarre.
It's like a bass, like a big bass.
It's a big
with
mouth
its
bass,
yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Grizzly? We got Grandma Sue here. Good God. There's S. Michael. He says DCS has great jeans. You know, I haven't even worn jeans in like 6 months. Feels good.
Only when I'm doing yard work
Yeah.
for the past few months. So.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that topic though, S. Michael. We'll let Sydney Sweeney deal with the backlash of all that. There's Paula. There's the whole damn enchilada pod who's currently watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Why not?
Yeah, it's if you're in an area that has it, it's showing in theaters for today only. Happy Texas Chainsaw Day, by the way.
If they had it next fucking Monday, I'd have gone and seen it. You know, I mean,
dude, there's some cool shit that happens on Mondays for movie theaters, but
I know.
I never get to take advantage of it.
Now, to be fair, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm kind of pissed off because next month Toad the Wet Sprocket is playing in Oklahoma City, and I want to go see him, but it's a fucking Monday,
Oh,
and it's a big Monday when we have a guest.
yeah.
So
Gonna say
I can't miss it. If it was a movie review, I'd miss it. But what were you going to say, Colonel?
I'm just saying it sucks that it's shown on a Monday because it's Texas Chainsaw Day. But also, last year was the 50th anniversary. It was on like a Wednesday, so I checked that out. So
Yeah.
just saying.
Nice. Yeah, since I just see a comment, let us know in the comments about what you think of the new format and layout and all that stuff. We got one right here.
likes it, yeah.
Yeah, we got one right here from Grizzly. Says, holy shit, first time with the new format. Love it. Yeah, you haven't been here in a couple of weeks. We missed you. There's
Last
Gina.
week. Oh, yes.
There's Rachel. I'm almost through most of these, I think. No, I'm only halfway. There's Patricia. She loves a new opening, too. Sorry, I already scrolled past it. Dr. Smiley.
The Doctor is in.
Yo booty.
Oh, he said I ogled the new M&K guest, Chinzia Moriali. Chinzia Moriali.
Chinzia? The
that
twins
right?
are here.
Yeah. The Beyond.
Let's see. Yeah. And that looks like about it.
Fulci's second best movie.
Yeah, there we go. Doc Smiley. There he is. Says Ziggy also oogled at the M&K guest. That's right. Joshua says also, love the shirt, Ziggy.
I wish they would do more of these. The Summer
Hold on,
Camp Massacre.
Let me spotlight you.
Double feature,
Nice.
baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is good.
I figured it was going to be a new series, and they haven't really. Oh no, they did do another one, but it was like not as cool as it.
And this must be the comment you're talking about now.
It is.
Rachel, DCS Horror, DCS Sports, and now DCS Food Critics. When we go on trips, yeah, I'll food critic it up.
It's it's. I think it's been consistent from day one of these travels. So
There's Nicole, says hi from Vegas.
Vegas.
Nicole.
We got to
What's
get to
up,
Vegas,
Nicole?
but see, in Vegas, you don't like to party with the horror folks. You like to go and gamble. So we gotta, we've got to find a reason to be there that is engaging enough. You know,
We just need to figure out a way to gamble with the DCS.
That's right.
I'm
I'm all in.
I think I don't. She's been showing up on like my Facebook feed, like people you may know, but maybe she's just a viewer. Thanks for tuning in, Nicole.
Hey, Vegas, glad to have you. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that looks like about it. There we go. All right, yeah. So what am I missing here?
Members?
BK's same one.
The members?
I'm getting ready to get to that. Yeah, but
I'm not sure what you're.
I just feel like I'm forgetting something, but
There's a new
There-
horror con in Vegas, according to Bethany.
wait, what? Oh.
Interesting.
I knew Days
don't-
was doing one once or
Well,
twice, but I don't
like
know
I
how
said,
that one didn't seem to go over very well.
We're gonna have to do some research to see who's behind it, who's putting it on, what's going on, because unfortunately, that shit matters.
BK?
If only there was a DCS poker tournament.
BK, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. You don't
We
talk
can't
about
talk
Fight
about
Club,
that.
dude. Come on.
We can't talk about that yet. But yeah, we might be working on something like that.
I think he
yeah,
means the summer one here.
I know,
Yes.
but don't want to like.
But we are
Sorry.
working on some things too.
Yeah, of course. Let's thank our members. You going to take the
Yes.
middle?
Yes.
The members list kind of shortened up just a touch, but that's all right. Thanks to our members, our final girls and guys, C-Phase, Lorena, BD, and Tyrone.
Our Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Morgan Crypt Horror, Raymond, and the whole damn Enchilada podcast.
And our camp counselors, Adam, Christy, Luke, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Chuck,
Chick.
Chuck shit!
Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. And that I got to work on.
There's a way to make it automatic, but I don't know. We can fuck with that later.
Phage, you can hear that when he does that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so
No,
me
we
and
can't.
Colonel can't hear it. So
It's
I
silent
can't.
on
That's
our
why
end.
you guys can't hear this when I push my board.
Yeah.
Right.
Got me all filtered out, gated out.
Bethany says this new con must be locals and community driven. I think they need a curse your luck. I think they do
Well.
too.
Well, you seem to know some contact information. Perhaps we need to talk
Yeah.
to Miss Beth.
Yeah, put us in a good word. And actually, Bethany, we need to talk to you too
Oh yes, we
about something.
got something really good. That would be awesome if you'll agree to it.
If you'll agree to it and can
And you don't have
Get
to
it-
do anything. It will cost you nothing.
just a little time,
Little time.
little time, and some footage.
It's a fun idea.
You too, Smiley. You're in on this.
Yeah, he could be on it. And like Faye said in the comments, you can support the DCS by for as little as $3 a month. Check out deathcursesociety.com. Head on over to the membership tab, and yeah, hook us up. Hook a brother up if you don't mind. All right,
We got space.
we got space. We got a little bit more space now.
Yeah, we got some room.
We did some cleaning unintentionally, but
That's all right.
all right. What are we doing, man? Are we talking about this fucking movie?
Can we talk about the old one from the 80s instead?
You want to talk about the old
because
one?
I want to watch that tomorrow night. So I've honestly never seen it.
I
You've
couldn't.
never seen it.
Since it's
Oh
on
my
Shudder,
God.
I need to watch it. That's
Fuck.
I wanted to watch it before this video, but I had no time.
Well,
I mean, I guess you can spoil it. I mean, it's an old as shit. But
Now
yeah,
Fator.
here's the thing, man. Well, let's go.
All right.
Let's get into it. Witchboard
Witchboard.
came out in theaters this Friday.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Some theaters.
Wow. Anyone want to guess the budget?
$9 million.
No.
I'm going to say 5.
No. I'll give you up. Phase.
I would guess 10 from there.
No. $20 million budget. Anyone want to guess the box office?
I want to say
$3 million.
3 million, 2 million? Phase?
I'll match that. That sounds about right. I mean,
2.5 for Phase.
yeah.
Okay, so it did not open worldwide. It was just domestic. $197,000
No way.
over the weekend.
It's one of the biggest flops like ever.
I mean, you can't hear it, but
Oh, you mean this?
that
I got
sounds
one of
more
those
like
too.
a fart.
I can hear it. It does sound like a fart.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, This is a remake of a 1986 film, sort of. I guess you could say that.
No, inspired. It says right on there, inspired by the 1986.
Script inspired by the original script, not
Yeah.
necessarily the film, which I thought was weird wording in the credits. But also, I think the screenwriter of the original was a producer on this one, so that might be why. All right. I forget. I got to get into this screen. Let's just start with this anticipation. Was there any anticipation, and what did you think of the marketing of this one coming out? I'll start with the Colonel. Make it easy. Oh wait, and you have a story to tell.
Yeah, so I'll answer the question, then I'll tell my story behind this. Anticipation, there's literally none, because without our schedule, I wouldn't even know this movie was coming out, and apparently majority of the horror community didn't even know this movie was being released. There was no buzz about it at all. I've seen 0 trailers, and when it came time to watch this movie, it wasn't even showing at my theater. In order for me to see this movie, I would have to go pay for parking, get my ticket. That alone was going to run me about $20-$25. If I wanted to get a small drink and a small popcorn, I was looking at $30-$35 to see this movie. Fuck that shit, I'm out. That's what I pulled. I'm like, no, I'm not. I refuse to do that. So very limited release. So I may have just been released to AMC theaters and some other small ones. I don't know. My local one is a Regal. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on this movie. The only thing I could find on the app was the synopsis and the movie poster. No times, no nothing, no opportunity to buy tickets. Yeah, so again, if it wasn't for Crank being so thorough and us having a schedule, I would have totally forgot all the fuck about this movie.
These guys always get pissed off at me because I'm just like, all right, we're booked on Monday Maniacs through February of next year. They're like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to kind of go along with Colonel on this one. I probably had a little bit more anticipation for this one than he did because I have been seeing the trailer, at least in my theater, which is an AMC. But it was pretty much just one showing a day. And the first couple of days, it was at a time that I could not make. And then, like, I think Sunday was like 5 p.m. or something like that. So I was able to make it to that one. And there were a handful of people there, you know, not many, obviously. So, but, and the trailer wasn't terrible, but it also didn't really make me want to see the movie. And I barely remember the original. I rewatched it recently. Man, that one was not much either, you know? I can see why people like it for the nostalgia reason. Maybe it was one of the early ones or a parent showed it to them or whatever. I get that. But I know I saw this back in the 80s, but I completely forgot it. So this one didn't really ring anything for me when it came to anticipation. So, Ziggy?
Like Colonel, without looking at our schedule, you know, when we first set this thing up, I mean, we had this one scheduled a long time ago. And remember asking, is this a remake of the 1980s movie? We had this discussion when we first announced it.
Right.
And come to find out, yes, it's inspired and stuff. But I forgot all about it until I looked at our schedule again and went, oh, you know, and there it is. Saw the poster. And I was like, well, you know, so then I went, first I was kind of like, fuck. But then I looked, I was like, Chuck Russell, hey, this guy's made some movies I like. So let's see. That
right.
makes me, that lifted me up a little bit.
Right.
So, yeah, so I would say moderately good anticipation for it once I figured out what was going on, you know?
Okay.
Because there's a character in the original, man, Malfator. and he is creepy.
But he's just an old guy that looks creepy.
No, he's an axe murderer. You know, and he's a
but
spirit.
I mean, there's no like real major special effects or anything for him.
There is, no, he just he is a creepy looking dude, and he really looked like that in real life.
Yeah, it's just kind of like Angus Scrimm, you know, in Phantasm was
very good. That's
odd
good.
Looking.
I mean, they kind of put some darkness under his eyes and shit, and the guy's got a creepy fucking gaze and a satanic smile, for sure.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
Kind of Father
This
Thomas.
is the old one we're talking about. He's not in this new one, so
No.
Yeah.
Kind of Father Thomas like in a way.
Okay.
Now, I would even say too.
I won't go that far, but I know what you mean.
Just the eyes and
not much
the way they
makeup
used
on
to.
him. Right.
How about you, Faze? Any anticipation for this?
Like Ziggy and Colonel, I never saw a damn trailer for this thing. Not in my theater, unless I forgot about them, which
I didn't.
It's a lot more likely. But I mean, I'm at my most stoned during the trailers at these movies, so let's be fair here. I never remember the trailers. That said,
don't forget to bring a towel.
Oh my god! Following Weapons, like all right, one witch movie to another witch movie. Weapons left a pretty high fucking bar, at least in my opinion, Colonel. A very high fucking bar.
You guys are wrong. Fuck, you can rate it a 9. I don't give a shit. I
like 9.5.
I like how you did the Brady Bunch thing. Like, yeah, Colonel.
Right, but no, it's just I'm like, there's no way this is gonna be as good as Weapons. But hey, let's see. I don't know. I was very unsure.
All right.
I mean, he's right. I mean, Weapons set the fucking bar. I mean, I said that on my post when in the group. I was like, yeah, I'd hate to follow this movie too, but here we are.
Well, we're not going to get a whole lot of input from Colonel on the rest of this then. So
nope.
Feel free to jump in whenever you feel it appropriate, and I'll try to.
Well, I want to jump in real quick. A little off topic. All right, he's back on the sidelines, but they took your quarterback to the fucking back for a little bit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's fine. He's smiling. You're good. Go back to the.
That's Daniels, right?
Yeah, he told me to give you updates. That's the only update I can give you. I glanced and he was jogging. I don't know.
And he's still. Yeah.
That's pretty.
I'll grab Flacco. I don't give a fuck. As
Jesus
Flacco,
Christ.
yes, we can discuss that at the end of the show, but we have a little time left. I have thoughts on Sweet Revenge, so yes, we can talk about that.
I do too.
End. Yeah, at the end.
Will Faze, will you flag that comment?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Not show it, just flag it for later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let's move on before they start talking football more. Let's go do it. Initial thoughts walking out of the theater, and how'd you feel, Ziggy?
The first half of this movie is decent in its setup. I liked it. I was creeped out by a couple of things, and I was like, fuck yeah, here we go. Another good witch movie back to back. This is going to be great.
God damn it.
And god damn it, man, it gets so fucking dumb the second half. And I swear to God, I've seen this exact plot on an episode of Buck Rogers back in the early 80s. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Jesus Christ.
When we get to it, when it happens at the climax, I'll elaborate on that, but because it is a spoiler.
Wow,
but,
very
disappointed.
There's a reference that's going to bring in the Gen Z crowd right there.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But that's what I've seen this before, and that's what came to head first. I went, it's got to be that. And at least it sounded funny for the show. So, yeah. So, yes, I walked out. Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
All right. Phase?
I did not think the first half was as decent as Ziggy did. I was a lot more critical of the witchiness of this film.
Okay, well,
it was a lot of like these people wanted to make a witch movie, but did as little research as they possibly could. And that fucking board, I'm going to be bitching about that board later, but I hate that board so much. So much. But anyway, yeah, I walked out just think like, wow, this is the year of high highs and low lows, and this is one of those lows.
Wow. All right. I have to show this. BK says, Buck fucking Rogers, old man smell.
I said, why is it
Bill
smelling
Gerard.
mothballs in here?
Oh,
Bill
man.
Gerard is turning in his grave. I don't even know if he's dead yet, but yeah. Sorry.
And a couple of comments say that maybe Jordan Jonas is watching, our buddy the magician from New Mexico.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got a slot out there.
He got himself a slot back at home. He was there, part of the initial mayhem crew of the MK1, and glad to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he even came on our show.
Came on our show. We fucked up his magic trick. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, you fucked up his magic trick.
Me and Colonel fucked it up.
You don't know how to count or something. I don't know. But
Both of us.
It's that Midwestern education, goddamn.
No, it's coming from an Ohio State guy. It's the one above, one below, one above, one below thing that was messed up.
fair enough. Fair enough.
But anyways, we're glad to see Jonas again, of course.
Yeah, and looking forward to seeing him at Morgan Crypt this year. We'll see you in a month, man. Yeah, my initial thoughts. I don't know if I'm quite to the point where Ziggy was, but I kind of liked the setup of this. I didn't mind, like, and we'll get into it here in a minute with the Act 1, but I didn't mind like the flashback, the preamble or prologue. I didn't mind that part. I liked how they started this one, and then the introduction of most of the main characters, at least. I was in. I was zoned in.
It's a story, right? You're going, yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Right.
but that's
And
mostly half the fucking movie that's set up.
And they had a good 15, 20 minutes, I would say. And then everything just fell apart. And like for the next hour, I was just fucking bored, honestly.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Pretty
How many
much all
times?
of Act 2, I was just like,
It was a
Okay.
record time of me going to my phone and going,
Yeah,
much
where we
time's
at?
left?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not
Same
even an
here.
hour yet. Fuck.
oh, dude, yeah. I got to one point where I was like, we've got to be at least halfway through this, right? No. But yeah, I just got bored. And I got to a point where I don't know. I know they had two writers on this. Chuck Russell was one, and then another one. But I don't know where they lost me exactly. But I know they completely lost me. And another thing, the editing. I'll get into this later, but the editing threw me off a lot when they'd be
Right.
following one storyline and then
They
cut away
tried.
for no fucking reason, to
They
go
tried
to
some
another.
things, but it did
Yeah.
not. It didn't.
No, it
Yeah.
did not work. And they were harsh cuts. They weren't. There was some ugly editing in this, and then the ending. Yeah, generic. Nothing to write home about. Yeah. And my initial thought is, I'm surprised it made as much as $197,000. I'm shocked it didn't make far less.
Mine was free. I don't know how that works. If the MJR still pays on my points, they still get a ticket fee for that. It's like,
Yeah, somehow.
there has
Yeah.
to be some kind of kickback for it, but
Somehow I assume they do, yeah. So,
glad I didn't pay a dime for that shit.
well, you got lucky there.
Yeah.
All right. So, gang, if you haven't seen this movie, trust us when we say you're not missing much. So, stick around for spoilers. We would appreciate it anyway, because we're going to get into Act 1.
You're not going to see this movie, so
You're
stop
not.
it. Stop
Right.
it.
So
Stop
it's safe to say it was worth me saving my $35 to $40.
Yes, you
Oh,
would have
I
been.
will
Oh my,
say,
although we were being deprived of probably one of the most epic glasses off rants ever.
oh yeah, the
Honestly,
So at this
CGI
point, I
gets.
can't say, well, it only cost me 53 cents. It's like,
This one would have cost you a little bit more, it sounds like. So
Yeah.
understandable that you did not make it to the show.
I literally can't. I'm sorry, guys. I just could not do that for one person for one movie. That's
Yeah, it's okay.
crazy.
No, I don't blame you, man.
Nah. Nope.
No. Oh, okay, so that's not going to come over there. All right. Well, let me get into Act 1. In 1690s France, a gathering of witches is taking place in the forest while the coven leader, Nagasoth, I think is how you say it.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Not going to work here anymore. Watches from a distance. Her captor, Bishop Grogan, is tied up and about to be struck with a blade when gunfire rings out. A swarm of villagers sweeps in to rescue Bishop Grogan, while killing many of the witches and capturing, not going to work here anymore, Soth, while her magical pendulum board is left on the ground. Meanwhile, in present-day New Orleans, the Museum of Natural History is being burglarized by two men. Their target is the same pendulum board from the 17th century. One thief gets greedy, wanting to steal more items, which causes an argument and physical fight between the two men as security alarms ring out. Police arrive and the two men escape separately. One arrives at the house of a mysterious man who hired them for the theft. Upon hearing of their failure and the loss of the pendulum board, a set of triplets known as the Asha kill the thief in a ritualistic way, spilling his blood into a pentagram carved into the floor under his feet. Elsewhere, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. Elsewhere, Emily, a recovering heroin addict, is helping to prepare for her fiancé, Christian's, opening of a restaurant in New Orleans, French Quarter. While picking mushrooms, hold on, Colonel. While picking mushrooms in the forest, Emily follows a stray cat and comes across the previously stolen spirit board. She becomes enamored by its beauty and strangeness, wishing to hang it in the new restaurant. In their haste to get back to town, they fail to notice the decaying corpse of the greedy thief from the museum. All right, I think I can stop there for a minute because Colonel is already jiggle laughing,
Well, I'm trying to be quiet.
jiggle giggling.
I have to be quiet because you're in the synopsis. Have these people ever met a fucking junkie before? Like they have enough money to open a fucking restaurant? That's what.
Well, no, it's her fiance that's opening the restaurant.
But he's a junkie too, right?
No,
a recovering junkie.
No.
Say that? Or she's the recovering
He's the one
junkie.
that he straightened her out, got her on the right path, stood by her while she was sick and all that. You know what I mean? He's that guy.
They buy her fucking new teeth too. Like what the fuck?
It's heroin. They don't. Heroin. They don't need new teeth. Then
meth really fucking quick. I'm just saying. Have you not seen? I'm sure you guys seen the Junkies of Ohio.
She's far too cute to be any kind of addict. Too. It's not believable at all.
That's just why I'm laughing. Like, okay, I know people change and people get clean. And congratulations to them. I'm not trying to make light of that. But I'm sorry, that's a terrible story plot. Hey, she used to be a heroin addict, but this guy got her straight, and he's built. It's comical to me. I'm sorry.
They don't really harp on it too much, not in the beginning at least.
It comes up though. It does reoccur because of her behavior.
Right.
So yes.
Right. So
she steal the fucking silverware and pawn it off.
That's an act 3.
Just her wedding ring.
Right now, I've seen a way better portrayal of a fucking junkie a week ago.
Right. That was awesome.
But I digress. I'll shut up. Continue. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just funny to me. I don't know why.
I was just
I forgot about the fucking cat.
I was just gonna open it up for comments. And since you're bringing up the cat, I'm going to throw it to FaZe first because FaZe loves pussy.
Well, the cat was obviously my favorite part of this movie. I mean, it's spoiler alert, the only part of this movie I honestly could say I liked. But yeah, it's just a cheap way to my heart is putting a cat in your movie.
All right.
They were like, we got to get FaZe on board here. He's going to give us a fucking 0.
What did you think of this starting point here in the beginning of Act 1?
It was whatever, just, introducing your characters. They're not acted that great. I mean, I thought the boyfriend character was okay, but boring. It was boring, but I'm like, this could maybe potentially go somewhere. But looking at that board, I was immediately like, all right, what the fuck is that? Astrological signs on a witch board? Fucking a compass? But what is this fucking thing? What are these symbols? And they go into it more, but it's like, dude, give me a fucking break. Immediately, the second I saw it, I'm just like, nah. Bullshit.
Interesting. All right. I didn't mind. I know they're not. I didn't mind the board. I thought it was a good-looking prop, but I knew it was probably not very accurate.
It's silly.
Okay.
It's like it's a child's plaything, worse than a actual Ouija board.
It looked like a see and say, yeah.
It did.
Meh. Something like that. So I didn't mind that. I didn't mind. Like I said, I liked the flashback to the 17th century France. I liked the burglary scene was okay, for a low budget setup. And I didn't mind the setup of the main characters, Emily and Christian especially. And I also liked the introduction of the villain, but I think Ziggy wanted to talk a little bit more about that one.
About the villain?
Yeah, the villain, and then his trio of coven.
Yeah. He's eccentric, and I don't know if it was by design. They kind of give him the same kind of beard as that Malfetor had in the original one. That's the only resemblance to it. I was kind of like, okay, maybe this is what he becomes later, which when we get there, we'll see. But yeah, he's got these witches. Now, authenticity aside, because most of us out here don't fucking know about this stuff. We're not that
right.
Like Days would be
I'm
like
nitpicking.
Exactly. I mean, but yeah, it does kind of look like a speak and spell or a see and say, whatever the hell it is. Where but it's the method of using it is creepy enough. It's a bone hanging from a pendulum, and it kind of swings and does what it's supposed to do and tells you what to do there. But yeah, when the guy gets his throat cut and these witches start this chanting, and Patricia knows what I'm talking. Oh no, it was Kiara used to get freaked out by the insane asylum.
Yeah. Sure.
They start chanting gibberish. I don't give a fuck what they were saying. I don't care. It's creepy. It's creepy when people are chanting. Always doesn't matter what they're saying.
Did it sound anything like this?
That's it. That's even more good. That one had more of a spell on me than this would have, I think. Fuck, man. But, right. So these witches lean over this guy and bound him down and start this chanting and cut his throat while the blood's filling the pentagram. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is, I'm in. Let's see. Watching them build this fucking restaurant, and she's playing with this board.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't got there yet?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
okay, they're building the restaurant. They're setting it up. They're picking mushrooms and shit like that. And you're learning that they're going to be working together, and they've all been putting everything they have into this. And, a couple of them look like they're former addicts, honestly. I was, you know what I mean? Fuck, man. The one guy's kind of dried up already, yeah.
You judgmental prick, you.
I'm just saying,
Had the spot marks on their face. And
experience, dude. You see it, man.
I will say real quick, the chanting was pretty good, but I mean, you were dipping away from Wiccan and more into like Satanism with that. Again, it's just my nitpicking.
Again, and 1 or 2, maybe 5% of that audience that saw this $100,000 worth would know that. You might be the only one. You and your mom might be.
I'm bitching, obviously, but there are some there's kinks in the design of the script and the
phase. Is it okay to point out why you know a little bit more about this than others?
I mean, just I follow pagan stuff a little bit. It's my thing.
Okay.
I've studied. I looked into just out of curiosity, looked into just how other religions, their main guidelines roll and everything. So yeah, sure. Of course I've looked into paganism and all that. The white witches too. White witches are normally positive, and they would never kill anybody. From what I've learned of the ones I've known.
Yeah, they were using that term real loose in this
Right,
movie here.
you know?
Right. All right.
Okay.
Let's move on with the rest of Act 1 because there's not a whole lot left.
No.
At a dinner party, Emily shows the board to Christian's ex-girlfriend, Brooke, an academic and antiquities expert, who analyzes some of its symbols. The astrological signs that Faze is all riled up about. While attempting to use the board under Brooke's guidance, Emily fails to see anything as she uses her necklace, as a pendulum. And I'm going to end Act 1 there. Yeah, well, it was a cross on her chain, but I'm going to end it there because I don't think there's anything else really of note in Act 1. Again,
we touched on it. They get to know each other. It's almost like a montage of them prepping the restaurant for 15 minutes.
And that's where I think that mostly is in Act 2. But that's where some of that editing bullshit came in and bothered me. Like when it's cutting, let's just get into.
Okay.
Let me get into Act 2.
All right.
Faze, can you do that graphic?
The what graphic?
Because the Act 2.
Oh, Act 2. Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm stuck in another screen right now.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Well, I will have to hide that on you for a second and just kind of.
All right. Well, I guess while you're doing that, I have a question for you guys. Where do witches bake their cakes?
God damn it. Where?
I don't know the punchline.
In the coven.
I'll give it to you. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, though.
It's fine. I give it but that's bad.
I'll give you this.
It is.
With the fart motion. All right. Act 2, folks. Later, Emily discovers a pendulum made out of a human finger bone contained within the board's eye centerpiece. That's what Ziggy was talking about. Believing that the board is allowing her to communicate with her own subconscious mind, Emily locates her lost engagement ring. Simultaneously, Christian's friend and employee, Richie, is killed in a violent kitchen accident in which his hand is dismembered by an electric meat slicer. The same stray cat appears and takes the severed hand out of the kitchen and into an alley through a window.
That's actually believable.
Yeah. At the funeral later, Emily runs into her old drug dealer, Jesse, who causes a bit of a disruption before he leaves. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, first off, I didn't like the fact that the cat showed up in the forest just out of the fucking blue. It's not necessarily, depending on how deep they were in the forest, there's not going to be a fucking cat out there.
It's a minion.
Familiar.
No, I understand what it is, but it's not going to be there. So
I get you. He's saying there's no cat. Right. I don't know. I mean, I've seen cats out in the fucking woods and shit. Just nowhere.
I don't think that deep. No.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of pissed off that they don't, look around the tree and see the fucking rotting corpse on the other side.
Right there.
What the hell is that stink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here. It smells in here. Yeah, no.
What kind of mushrooms are these?
That was dumb. But this is where the movie starts to fall off the rails for me. And I mentioned the editing. When it's cutting between her using the board and walking around with the board, doing the whole pendulum thing, and I know Faze wants to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that. But then cutting back to, I'm getting the sauce prepped, boss. It's going to be extra spicy, boss. All this shit did not work for me. You could have cut all that kitchen shit. And I know we talk about this all the time, too. This movie was way too fucking long. Running at an hour and 55. You could have cut an easy 30 minutes off this, I think. So, and then the cat picks the fucking hand up and runs out the window. Get the fuck out of here. Ziggy?
Yeah, dude. I mean, she starts using the pendulum board, and she's got to walk with it. You know what I mean? So it's on this thing. So you got to walk and keep this. It's got to keep that swing going, so it's authentic. So I can't imagine how many takes that must have taken.
So is it witchcraft Pokemon Go essentially? Like you have to walk, try to find.
I'm just waiting my turn here before I could rip this scene to
It's coming,
shreds.
baby. But as she's doing it and cranks, these crazy hard edits are happening. It's Final Destination for that time. Totally. Is it not?
I'll say this. It felt like it had that 90s horror feel to it. You know? A little bit slick, a little bit, young, beautiful cast members. Yeah, and Final Destination would fit
Right
in
in
there.
my face.
So, but I don't know if I would. Yeah, that scene especially was somewhat Final Destination-ish because,
The fucking cat, runs out with the fucking hand, and he's eating the fucking hand under the dumpster. And she's up there going, I found my ring! And he's covered in blood, going, don't come down here. Okay, great, honey. And and when the dude's hand is cut off and it's, it's doing one of those, it's spurting out pretty good. This is the most blood in the whole movie, I think. What the fuck, dude?
Dude, and if they would have fine-tuned a little bit more that effect where his hand got cut off, that effect where it kind of flips towards the screen, that could have looked so much better.
Sure.
And it was close. I like what they were going for, but it just didn't work. And then that was a whole lot of fucking blood.
And then just the fact they didn't wrap him up though, they were just like, oh no, just put a
Right.
Get a tourniquet, assholes. I mean, everybody knows this, but it's the way it was spewing out, and that's the other thing about this is almost every bit of the gore is CGI. It's 94% CGI in
Bad.
this movie, dude, and it's the worst.
Bad
It's
CGI.
Worse than 3 from Hell.
Do I need to mention that 100% of the fire is also CGI?
Oh yeah.
Which we will talk about later.
I mean,
man.
Blumhouse is laughing at
Blumhouse
these people. Blumhouse is laughing.
Yeah, they are actually.
Yeah, because Blumhouse can make a movie for $200,000 and still turn a profit. So, FaZe, I know you're ready. So
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about the meat slicer first. I want to say the leftover arm looked like something out of like the most indie fan-filled, like just a $2 budget is what it appeared like. It was the fakest limb ever.
We got a prop from Spirit Halloween.
I was gonna say,
No kidding.
This is no. This is the fucking 50% off bin, Crank. It's just the stump arm, piece if you were a pirate or something without the hook.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid it looked.
But yeah, no, the fucking scene where she uses the board as a compass to find her ring, that is so silly. And I'll just say real quick, pendulum boards are like, they're not inherently Wiccan or pagan. Like they are used sometimes. It's more just the pendulums themselves. You don't really need a board for anything. But you never hold the board and walk it and use it at the same time. That is just plain nonsense. I mean,
How did I describe it last night? It was like she was carrying a tray of champagne flutes around the house while also balancing a pendulum over it.
Yeah, man. It's so nonsense. It's not even how physics works either with the whole like that. Like Ziggy said, that probably took 1,000 takes because it would be really hard to maintain that swinging while fucking walking.
It's like, don't
just
step when you're swinging. Don't
Well,
swing when you step.
They probably had a guy with like a fishing pole.
probably. I mean,
Like this, just to keep it moving.
They might have CGI'd that. I was just kind of like rolling my
I was
eyes
going to
at that
say,
point, yeah.
I think they probably did.
yeah, it's very possible. But yeah, no, it's just another thing that just made me go like, these people are just writing whatever they want to write without doing even the slightest little bit of tinge of research on what you're about to write about here. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
they're wrong.
I mean, when it comes to her walking around with the board, I would think most people have at least a grasp of physics and realize that that's not going to work. Because whatever direction you're walking, yeah, the fucking pendulum is going to swing that way.
Right.
Big shock. You know? So I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much into it. Phase, you got any more?
I think I'm good there. Yeah, I'll lay off for a minute.
You're still good with the cat though?
It taking the hand was kind of weird, but I mean, I understood that. All right, it's the witch's familiar, and it's sticking around to kind of keep an eye on things for the witch nearby. But see, I have a problem with that later on. But I'm going to wait until we're through Act 3 before I really get into that. So I'll just say right now, they don't really do anything with these cats.
No, and the hands are part of her her fucked up crazy ritual that Faye hates. Has nothing to do with nothing in his world.
I can't remember what it's called, but there is a source for the Tree of Hands.
Tree of
I can't remember
Hands.
what that's called. Yeah.
I do want to talk about the cat for one more second. And that is to bring up when it does jump out the window and go out into the alley, and Richie is laying on the ground screaming, "Where's my fucking hand?" While he's bleeding out. And Christian, the leader of this restaurant, takes it upon himself to grab a fucking meat cleaver.
I forgot about this.
And go out in the alley. What the fuck are you chasing a cat with a fucking meat cleaver for in the first place?
You gotta cook it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I didn't know they opened it. No, that's not.
No,
don't. Yeah, pause it right there.
No.
Hey, I caught myself. All right.
But no, that is silly. But also, like,
China.
He prioritized that over helping his coworker, which is kind of crazy too.
Well, I think his buddy was like, we got to get the hand on ice, because he says, get a bucket of ice, because they could have sewn it back on, but to grab a fucking meat cleaver to go after a fucking stray cat.
That is silly.
Next, anyway, that was a whole 10-minute block of moments that made little to no sense in my mind. So, all right, moving on. When Christian learns the board was stolen and that its thieves have since died, he suggests turning it into the authorities. But Emily refuses, fearing she may be suspected due to her criminal record of drug possession. Emily then begins experiencing visions of the board's creator, the aforementioned Nagasoth, and her persecution in France. Condemned and outcast from her village by Bishop Grogan. After her banishment, the powerful Nagasoth cursed the village, causing them to turn against each other and eventually kill one another. Worried about Emily's declining mental state, Christian seeks assistance from Alexander Baptiste, a New Age pagan and acquaintance of Brooke, and also the same mysterious man who had the thief killed in the beginning of the movie. Alexander visits the couple, and during a session with the board, places Emily in a trance, during which her soul is transferred back in time to Nagasoth, who comes to possess Emily's body in the present day. As Emily faces execution for Nagasoth's crimes, Nagasoth poisons the guests at Christian's restaurant opening with mushrooms that cause them to hallucinate and kill one another, recreating her past vengeance. Alexander, who is present at the dinner, escapes, while Brooke narrowly saves Christian, who is pursued by police. And also at the same time of all this mayhem, the board also causes Jesse, Emily's ex-drug dealer, to fall from a rooftop to his death. Act 2, carry on, Phase.
I don't think that dude was, well, I don't know. I think he was supposed to be a pagan, but it's whatever. But
well, I mean, Wicca is a division of pagan, right? That's the way I understood it.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. That's why I clumped it together like that.
Well, no, it's not even that. But I'm not gonna bitch about that necessarily. But yeah, it's just like you said earlier. This is where the movie kind of got a little bit boring. I mean, I tried to enjoy those flashback scenes because I really like period films, but no, it did not do that for me.
I mean, it looked good.
It did kind of
You
look
know,
good, yeah.
it looked fine. So
So it kind of sounds like they ripped off Hellraiser Bloodline a little bit. Not much, but a little.
Yeah, yeah, that flavor's there. I mean, but the thing is, she wasn't even doing witch shit at that point. She was just making like herbs and everything for the villagers to help them feel better. You know what I mean? That's all. And fucking here comes the fucking Puritan Christians.
the churchy.
Yeah, the churchies comes in and this is against God's will, and then violates her too and says she's a witch after the fact. You know, it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? You know, but it ain't even. It's not slick the way they present this. You know what I mean? It would have been a nice way to fuck her over and give her a reason to be. But man, it's like it's so force fed with a fucking spoon right in your face that it sucks.
I'm gonna bitch about the mushrooms later too, but I'll wait on that.
So just a big bowl of chicken noodle soup, eh?
Something like that.
Very bland chicken noodle.
Who else? Anything else to add on Act 2?
What about
the
you?
mushrooms? I don't know what he's gonna say, but I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about the mushrooms.
That's they grow off the corpse of the guy who stole the board, and he dies because he got in a shootout with police. He kills 2 cops, but he takes 2 or 3 in the chest and bleeds out in the woods.
They're just bullshit. Like they're like Super Mario mushrooms, man. They're like that hue of red. They're
red,
nonsense.
yeah. And all they needed was the white polka dots, right, FaZe? And they would have been
Exactly.
Fucking, yep, that on.
Too bad they went green mushroom.
That's what happens when one of the witches dies.
I mean, but the mushrooms make people hallucinate, and that. But I thought was funny. Ooh. They bring out a fucking the waiters that are in on it. The witches. I think it was the witches dressed like waiters. Bring out a bunch of fucking big Michael Myers knives and set them on every table in front of everybody. So
yeah,
that was funny.
That was a ridiculous scene, and then the hallucinations that were going on, like. Wasn't that where the Medusa thing came out, and like what else was in that scene that was just like, sense. Yeah,
they tried to depict tripping on mushrooms,
right?
They tried.
Clearly, none of them have ever tripped on mushrooms.
Well, no.
The face distortion thing was kind of good. But
yeah, that was
it.
That will be my favorite moment. So I'm claiming it now.
That was about it.
Yeah.
They
discover that these mushrooms are no good, and they've now made a dish and served it to everybody, and you'll be well aware of what's going on by then because you just got done watching it happen in 1698 or whatever it was. So
right,
yeah, and a terrible murdering scene with CGI. Bad, no good, nothing good about it, nothing.
By the way, thanks to the whole damn enchilada pod for the coffee.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Or the curse, I should say. You can check us out at buymeacoffee.com/deathcurse society and give us a tip, whatever. So, yeah, I have nothing on Act 2. This is where I literally started just being bored. And
please be over.
The editing was bothering me. The story was bothering me. I didn't mind the acting in the beginning, but the acting kept getting worse and worse throughout the movie. like they were in a big rush to film the rest of it for some reason. Now I do understand this movie was filmed during the SAG strike, so they were able to get an exemption. Probably because none of these motherfuckers had a SAG card.
Oh man,
is my guess, but. I was less and less impressed the further the movie went on with the acting in this. So
yeah, we became Homer Simpson, all of us. Come on, do something.
Something like that, yeah.
So I'll turn Homer Simpson right now. At least try. No, that's not going to work this time.
You can't do it this time. I think you gotta move like forward or something.
Well, I ain't trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to look at this up close.
Right. All right. Let's move on to Act 3 phase.
All right, I'll take care of that. There we go.
All right. Act 3. Brooke brings Christian to Alexander's lavish ancestral estate. It is revealed that Alexander is a descendant of Bishop Grogan. And I guess we should throw this up there too, but does it really even fucking matter?
No.
And Emily, a descendant of Nagasoth. Ooh, big shock. Alexander seeks to control Nagasoth as his minion among his modern coven of witches, viewing it as a fulfillment of his ancestral lineage. Christian manages to kill several of the cultists and hurl the spirit board into a fireplace before being shot by Alexander. Meanwhile, Nagasoth, recalling Grogan's mistreatment of her... Oh, crap. What'd I do? There we go. Recalling Grogan's mistreatment of her, turns against Alexander. As the spirit board begins to burn, Nagasoth's soul is returned across time to her original body only moments before her burning at the stake. Using her magic, Nagasoth keeps the fire at bay and taunts Grogan. Intent on carrying out the execution, Grogan attempts to decapitate Nagasoth, but she overpowers him and pulls him into the fire, allowing them both to burn to death. Uh-oh. Do you need to jump in?
I just realized where this plot came from. This is Quantum Leap, folks. Quantum Leap. That's where I saw this story.
Huh.
Exactly
Not Buck
the
Rogers?
story. It's not Buck Rogers. Quantum Leap.
Okay.
I swear to God, I'm going to find it now. I'm going to fucking find it.
You're
I'm
still
so 100% sure now. 100% sure.
You're still appealing to that Gen Z crowd.
I'm old
very
as
well,
fuck,
right?
God damn it, but I remember.
All right. Simultaneously, Alexander manages to save the board from the fireplace before Emily, her soul now restored to her physical body, shoots him to death. Emily consoles Christian as he dies of his wounds. After police descend on the scene, Alexander is placed in a body bag, only to open his eyes as the bag is zipped closed. And then there's a little end thing here. Sometime later, Brooke visits the Vatican, where a Catholic priest offers her diamonds in exchange for the board. Before departing with Emily, the two hand over the bone pendulum. After they leave, the priest begins to communicate with the board before Nagasoth appears behind him. And the motherfucking end.
Mm-hmm.
So, Quantum Leap, huh? Go ahead, Ziggy. Tell us more about the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. I remember Scott Bakula getting stuck back in a situation. He was about to be executed. Maybe it might not have been, in 1690 in a witch prison. It might have been though, but certainly the same fucking scenario was there. And the last second they switched it back. And she realizes that she's in the fire. Oh no, I'm the witch again. And then all the people around are like, oh no, she can't be killed. So dude runs up there with the fucking axe. I'll take her head off. She'll live without a head. And gets caught in the Undertaker chokehold and held until the flames take them both. Yay. No, but it was absolutely, their mistake was trying to humanize the witch. The witch should be evil. The witch should always be doing horrible things to innocent people. Then it works. Then this works. When you make her an innocent vengeance thing because of a horny churchy abusing his power, this whole thing is crap, man. It's just so bad the way they execute this.
I guess you haven't seen Wicked then.
Wicked? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not a horror movie, though.
Oh, that's different? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Very funny, though. I'm just saying, just the reason the first one, albeit kind of a skinny bone, I'll give it to you, Crank. There's not much there to munch on in the original. But, back in those days, we loved Tawny Kitaen, and fucking, they had a real bad antagonist. You had Malfetor, the axe murderer, spirit, the demon spirit that came back through the Ouija board, and it works because he manifests at one point. He gets out. fucking sucks. This one, even when he takes over Tawny, she looked
Yeah.
good acting like him. It was kind of like, okay, I can get into it. He's
Well,
just
and-
taking on his appearance. That's neat, you know.
The one thing I kind of remember or noticed as like a extreme callback to the 86 version was the shower scene. Now, the shower scene though in 1986 had Tawny fucking Katane, like you just said.
Yeah,
Like-
in the '80s
80s
Style.
rock, 80s
Yeah.
rock video god.
Yeah.
Like you got your boob shot, you got this shot.
What he's
got
saying
everything.
is her boobs are, everything's on full display. It's all right there for you, just like it was in the '80s for everything. So whatever. That's not even. I'm trying to sell you on that. Go ahead, Crank.
No, but right. There you go. You had boobies. So in this version, though, you've got, Timu, A Cup, Sydney Sweeney lookalike, nobody that I don't know who this actress is at all.
No.
And I swear to God, they blurred out the nipples. And the only time you even had a chance to see them was in that overhead shot, and they blurred them out.
They did that steam thing, the CGI
Yeah.
steam.
So, no nudity whatsoever. Not that that means anything, but it's just like, why are you even trying to recreate a scene like this that Tawny Katane did when you have...
I mean, that's one of their moments of the movie, though, isn't it? When the tub does what it does and everything.
Why? It wasn't impressive, though.
No.
Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's not much to it. I mean, but they did. That was one of their big gags, was the shower scene. So, and just more fumbling.
Yeah. So
I would just say if they did take an original spin on spirit boards, Ouija boards,
Sure.
pen, whatever it is, whatever you want to
Pendulum
call
boards.
it. As goofy as it is with the religion aspect to it, it's an original story. Now, where it ends up is ridiculous, quantum leap, but I don't know, man. I don't hate. I'm not upset that I saw it, but I will never see this again. Yeah.
I know we just talked about it for an hour, but I've pretty much already forgotten this movie.
Oh, I was sitting today and going, what the fuck happened after? I had to really rack my brain to get back down to it.
Dude, writing this plot description, even with a little bit of help from the internet, was rough. The third act was awful.
It's all over the place.
The acting was terrible. Tell me why it took 10 minutes for fucking Christian to die and her cry over him for about as long. While the fire in the corner,
Blumhouse.
while the fire in the corner doesn't spread at all.
It's just kind of.
It
like
just
a
kind of
campfire. It's a campfire.
It kind of floats there in the corner.
On the curtains.
On the fucking curtains. With more curtains right next
All
to it.
curtains. The whole place is curtains, man.
But yeah, she's moping over, and not even trying to help. Just like, oh my God, I can't believe you're dying. And it's like, well, maybe I wouldn't be if you put some pressure right here, bitch. Come on, help a brother out.
Oh, dude, he's not going to make it. We got to go. We got to go. I mean, and you didn't care. You just didn't care.
There's one part I got to talk about next.
Get in there, go.
Dog, this shit is where Colonel would have just really given this movie like a 0. But it's the crowning CGI moment of this movie when the mushrooms are really kicking off. Everyone's going crazy in the fucking restaurant. The board's pendulum is going crazy. Mm-hmm. It lands on like a Medusa looking thing that one of the chicks in the bar just turns into a Medusa into the worst CGI ever, and then it flips to a devil, and some dude turns into this red-faced devil looking thing. Like, oh my God, dude, it was some of the worst looking shit I've seen in a movie since like the 2000s. It was rough, man.
didn't make
How do
any
you
sense.
transition from Greek mythology to Christian mythology?
I'm not. They kind of cross it, didn't they? Like I noticed that too. Like what
if
the
it's
fuck?
if it's going from a Medusa or Gorgon to a devil, what the fuck?
I
Well, that and then astrology all on the same board,
the
and then north, east,
astrology,
west,
yeah,
south.
a compass. Like what is this fucking thing, dude? Like what?
It
My
to
God.
me, from outside looking in, it feels like this movie was written by LARPers and just
Larpers
wrote
and
down one of their
children.
campaigns and said, "Let's make this a movie."
That yeah, I can agree with that.
This
So,
sounds like it's all over the fucking place.
it's insane,
it-
dude.
especially the third act. It's just with the jumping and then it even jumps back after it doesn't need to.
Hmm.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
It's silly.
Anyway, third act fell apart. And by this point, I did not care. The acting at this point was terrible. The CGI was awful. The ending was cookie cutter, predictable bullshit.
Quantum
And
Leap.
then-
Last second saved it with 5 minutes to go. Saved
Right.
it. See you next
And
week.
then
Mhm.
and then some kind of callback, like they're planning for a sequel. Which, for fuck's sake, when you lose $19.8 million, I don't think you're gonna get a fucking sequel.
No,
Where'd this money go?
you're losing your
Big
house or something, man. Like
It all went into the CGI, probably.
Oh man.
probably.
I mean, even bad CGI costs a shit ton of fucking money.
Damn.
Well,
man.
I don't know. Like I said, again, comparing apples to oranges, here's Blumhouse has some pretty shitty CGI, and the budget's only 10% of what this one was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well,
exaggerating also with the 10%, but
Their budgets are up to around 10, 15, 20 now.
yeah, okay. All right,
On
we'll say
some of
we'll
their
say
stuff.
15. That's still $5 million.
The costumes
Yeah.
in those flashback scenes are probably expensive.
But also, in the Blumhouse films, there's a shit ton of CGI in this.
Mm.
Like all of it. And there's not a whole lot in Blumhouse films. When it's there, it sucks, mostly. But
These guys. I mean, every gunshot kernel is like a CGI.
every ounce of flame, every 2 to 3 minutes, there's CGI. Something.
I mean, even the musket shots are CGI hitting the witches, dude, in the 1690.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. That should be blowing chunks of fucking everything off.
Oh my god.
We already kind of talked about it, but casting and acting, I'm going to say
Forgettable.
Shit.
forgettable. Shit.
Pretty much. Should we just move on to writing and direction? Like,
Yeah, because there's nothing else to fucking say. I mean, I like I said, I didn't mind them in the beginning, and then it just kept teetering downhill, and it was rough to watch.
it
Yeah,
was.
it didn't. There was no payoff that was worth it.
And I'm
This guy
Not
made
even-
the Dream Warriors, man.
Dude, that was almost 40 years ago, though.
he had a good source story there,
Yeah.
and he had
The writers.
a couple of returning stars. Well, yeah, and also he had didn't Darabont write Dream Warriors? Frank Darabont was one of the writers on Dream Warriors, right?
That sounds right. I could check.
Probably.
So-
I got it.
Yeah, before Shawshank and before Green Mile, you got a home run hitter just waiting in the wings there. So
Written by Wes Craven and Bruce Wagner, with significant rewrites by Chuck Russell and Frank Darabont.
Okay.
So there you go. I knew he had something to do with it, but I couldn't remember exactly what. Anyway, the writing on this and direction, like I said, I already hated the editing, so I obviously didn't like the direction of it. Some of the set pieces were cool. Like the 17th century looked all right. The board I didn't hate, but
It
I
didn't
don't.
piss me off either. The board didn't piss me off either.
Yeah, I didn't hate the board. It didn't bother me because I figured they needed to do something different. Yeah, but the direction was just very basic and simple, and in some cases, not even done well.
Felt like an 80s movie. One shot, that's good. Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cut, print, go.
and the writing even less so. So, but I don't really see. I guess they can say it was inspired by the original script, but
Her finding the
wasn't much to
ring,
it.
the shower scene, and the title.
Wow.
That's it.
Rough.
yeah. So, anything else on writing?
I'll say just after how wonderful weapons was to the whole pagan traditions and everything, I'm a little insulted by how little researched and just how basic the writing was in this. Like, you could have done so much better with so little effort too.
Right.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Failure in all aspects there. It seems like. I'm not even sure. I think this was left over from.
Yeah, we kind of kept that. I probably should have deleted that. It's
Yeah,
not
fuck it.
original.
Yeah, we're just going to skip that. Let's move on to
Yeah.
this one. Bam.
Favorite moment.
Favorite moment.
I mean, I can
Ziggy.
start. Or Ziggy, yeah, he knows his.
Yeah. There's a great when the mushrooms, like obviously chefs are back there cooking. They're tasting. Well, one chef starts going like, "Oh, I don't feel well. Get some ginger ale." Uh-oh.
What?
I just lost my whole screen. You guys can still see and hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can still see and hear you.
Okay, that's weird. I can't see you guys anymore. But she starts tripping balls, and he's like, "Hey, you all right? Calm down. You all right?" And she's looking at his face, and it's all like getting all wide and crazy. But then he grabs his face and just rips it off, and it's a skull under there. It looks okay, but I laughed. I laughed out loud with it. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was my favorite moment.
All right. Phase.
My favorite part is when, while the witch familiar that never gets fucking explained, by the way, these cats just get forgotten in the script, except when it wanders off at the end. But that doesn't count.
She's in the painting.
Yeah, but whatever. But the cat wanders off with the hand, and then there's a few other cats, but there's just one orange cat just lounging on top of the fucking dumpster, just living its life. Not, probably not even a part of this gang of witch cats, just chilling. Just this super chill orange cat. I loved that orange cat. That was my favorite part.
So typical orange cat with orange cat energy, just getting involved with the wrong crowd at the wrong time.
Exactly. Best part of the movie by far.
That cat grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, I guess.
Yeah.
Mom says the rats. That would be second favorite.
All right. Yeah. Man, favorite moment.
Ha.
I'm gonna stick with the setup. Like the first 10 minutes, I was into, and then it just completely lost me.
That's what I mean. She wasn't. She's not a witch. She's just she's a good witch until they turn her into a bad witch, and it just so fucking cliche and stupid, man. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible
All right.
way to tell that story.
All right. Final thoughts and ranking. Phase, why don't you start us on this one?
Sure. So, kind of like last week, I came out of the theater pretty much knowing what I was going to give this thing. Yeah, I mean, clearly I hated it. I hated it a little bit extra for personal reasons, of course. Just boring all around. There's not a lot nice to say about this. I remember thinking halfway through, like, all right, this isn't the worst thing in the world, but then it certainly tried to be by the end of Act 3. Jesus Christ. Like, what a mess. Like, yeah, I would give this thing a 1, but for the cats, I'll give it a +1, so a 2.
God damn it.
A 2.
Two. Ziggy, go ahead. I want to see where you're at before I've already got my number, but
It's just not good. It sets up nice and then just slowly falls and then really falls, man, and then just doesn't stop. It's a bottomless pit. It sucks. It's terrible. It's a horrible. No payoff. It's not a payoff. Can't even call it a payoff. I would have given the 1980s version of this a 6. This one I'm giving a 4.
all right. And yeah, why is that not working?
Something not working?
There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got a gray box. It's just a gray screen.
Oh, yeah.
I can see you guys at the bottom. That's it.
Make sure to give us a scale if you guys watched it. I see 1 down there. 0 to 10. Throw your ranking out there.
Should I put the poll out?
No, don't worry about that because not enough
Yeah.
people saw this one.
That's true. A lot of people saved themselves the trouble.
Right. There we go. We'll put this up though. Here's our rankings. I got a 4 for me and Ziggy. Colonel.
I give it a 1.
Not available. And Phase with the 2 for an average of 3 1/3. So,
Wow.
not great. But I mean, I didn't hate this movie. I don't think. There was just nothing to it.
Never gonna see it again.
Yeah, and I'll never see it again.
The other one, it's gonna eventually make its way up through the pike again. I'll see it again, and I'll be like, "Hey, all right, nostalgic, whatever. It's better than this." Malfeitor, enough is enough to make it better than this.
All right. Yep, there we go. All right. Lorena said, needed more rats. Cats were good. Like the music. 3.
Okay.
And Rick said, oh, man. Rick says, I can't explain why, but I did like it. But I rate movies on how good of a movie it is and not if I liked it. And this is a 4. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, man, Rick, I didn't hate it. It just...
My mom puts it pretty well.
Yeah, there we go.
It was a nothing cake.
Nothing cake.
Yeah.
You're going to forget about this in a week.
Yeah, or as journalists have been saying lately, nothing burger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time nothing cake or nothing burger, depending on if you're a dessert fan or not, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, Yeah.
Music was pretty good.
Yeah, check it out on streaming, I guess, if you guys are gluttons for punishment. But
yeah,
I mean, nothing like Frank Drebin would say, nothing to see here. Please disperse. I got nothing else to say about this movie, honestly. I just really don't. So.
Oh, there you go. Okay, once you did whatever you did, I can now see my screen again.
Well, I brought us to another scene.
Right.
So, well, I've got that in here too. Phase.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because I normally like to just bring that into this one.
Yeah, that's smarter.
Anyway, so we had a comment earlier about we got a little bit of time to bullshit.
20 minutes or so.
Yeah. So let's bring this up. S. Michael wants to know, I'm guessing from the amount of DCS coverage, you guys were about as impressed with Sweet Revenge as most of the rest of the fans. I just didn't post anything because why jump into a pool that already has 13,000 people in it?
Yeah.
There was a lot of people.
For a glorified fucking commercial. Because I seen some comments like there wasn't a whole lot of product placement. Bullshit. I saw Angry Orchard bottles and apples all over the fucking place in 13 minutes. Like,
I'm not even. Who gives a fuck about that? I'm more twisted about what are they doing? You know what I mean? What? You got?
They're doing They're doing nothing. They're doing the bare minimum just to try to keep us happy.
With the dead girl, though, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Don't get me started on that, man. That's just.
What are you doing?
All right, let's talk about the positives. All right, well, Jason kind of looked like shit. I liked how aggressive he was.
Okay.
Okay, another positive. It was only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
13 if you don't count the credits.
Right.
I mean, some of the props, like when you saw the parts hanging and everything, I mean, you see that at any haunted house and stuff. I mean, it wasn't that great. They didn't really zoom in on anything, So I'm going to need to see some better kills in future installments of this shit. Obviously, we're going to have to watch them. So.
And there's going to be more.
Oh, well, yes, but I'm just saying, I was just kind of like, what? Yes, obviously, we get the girl's fucking dead. She got pulled into the fucking lake. She comes out with the dark circles under the eyes and then kills her friend.
Well,
okay, cool.
Well,
but
12
why?
hours later. 12 hours later, too. So,
Just like, what the fuck are we doing, man? What are you doing?
What about the other people that were drowned or died in the lake after,
It's cursed.
It's cursed. They came back too, right? Throughout the whole franchise.
Yeah. I feel like if you're okay with just this, random girl drowning in the lake and then coming back to life, then you absolutely have nothing negative to say about Jason Goes to Hell ever again.
No, you can't even shit on Jason Takes Manhattan if you think this is okay. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know, man.
What are we doing? I mean, we got curse. Is it really like they're really gonna go with a real curse? It's gonna breed killers by drowning in this lake. What are we doing?
Lip balm.
I hate this shit, man. This is crazy. This is fucking awful.
Lip balm.
Yeah, it is lip balm. Well, where can we possibly go from here? If she put any kind, I don't care if it's a piece of a tissue, a bag, I don't want to see any kind of mask on this bitch ever in this series. Dude, I'm mad, man.
Well, maybe she could wear the sack. Bring that back.
No, they'll find like a pink hockey mask.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of the hockey mask, I didn't like it when they first revealed it. I definitely didn't like it watching Sweet Revenge. It looked like one of those Living Dead dolls wearing a hockey mask. Like, it had the chubby cheeks. I was like, that's like shaped like a doll. It looked even worse on film than it did when they just held it up at San Diego Comic-Con or whatever. Like, look at our mask. Like, it's like, wow, that's fucking awful.
I don't know, man.
Rick says Tina's dad came back and,
Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. Jason and Tina's dad both came back, and I like Jason Goes to Hell. Fair enough.
Yeah,
but
okay. You know what? I am not happy with the direction they're taking this. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Tina brought her dad back.
Yes.
Not the curse. Keep that in mind. So, and there's thoughts that was just kind of a dream anyway, or a hallucination. So.
Yeah, got what? The motorboat kill, that's what they're saying? That's the good stuff. That's their highlight kill, would you say?
Yeah, probably. I'd say that. I mean, it was decent for what it was. I mean, I wasn't expecting much out of this.
Right. S. Michael said DeSanti did a pretty good video breaking down why it was mostly a fail. Although he praised the music and the cinematography, the boat motor kill was decent. Yeah.
When the music finally kicked in because it was kind of different until you finally got a...
right. You got a little bit of that. The cinematography, I mean, the film looked good. I'm not judging that, but
it's story for me. Completely.
Judging the story and judging the story and the look of Jason, I wasn't a big fan of. But whatever, man. Like you said, I'm sure we'll get more of this.
Well,
and
yes, there's probably a whole segment of these things coming. But I mean, dude, I'm just saying, wow, what just complete and utter mega failure to make. God, a dead drown in the lake, and you're coming back, and you got the stupid gays. This is dumb. This is terrible. Abandon this, please.
I have not
beg
watched
thee.
this, but I kind of want to now just to see how
Yeah.
bad.
This is a must-watch, dude. Like I said, 13 minutes of your time.
13 minutes. I watched it on my big screen TV too.
where are they at?
Yeah, something keeps happening to those in the welcome screen. I don't know. We'll have to.
Oh, it's not even. There it goes. Now it's starting.
Yeah. I'm getting severe lag. I think my computer's starting over here.
No.
Well, we're almost done. So.
Yeah.
Yep. And Joshua already mentioned it a little bit earlier, but yep, coming out this Wednesday in limited theaters. Hell House LLC Lineage, the final chapter of the Hell House series from our buddy and yours, Stephen Cognetti.
Fuck yeah.
We'll be reviewing that next week on Monday Maniacs, and yeah, gonna be a blast. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm probably gonna go see it Thursday and maybe Sunday, but I'm yeah. So go see it multiple times if you guys can.
I've horribly overhyped this in my head already, so I hope
It's possible not to.
I hope it can live up. I hope it can live up. You know,
Don't do it.
it's too late. I've been looking forward to this now
You
for
got a
6
couple
months.
days to wind yourself down. Don't
I'm
go so giddy.
rewatching.
Then
I'm rewatching the other 4, so
Yeah, I gotta watch the
Yeah.
others again.
I'm on 2.
Nice. Yep, I'm really
Can't
excited
wait.
for this one. So hopefully it lives up to the hype, and then we'll get to talk to Cognetti himself in a month and ask him all the questions.
From their company, their releasing company, they said themselves, this is a limited release, folks. So if you want to see this on the big screen, get there quick. They don't know when the physical media is coming or streaming. And it's like a couple showings a day.
Yeah, Shudder is going to be like fairly quick, I would assume.
I say we'll probably get it in October on
It was
Shudder.
6 months last time for the Carmichael.
Yeah, I'm betting it'll be like Colonel just said, October for Halloween on Shudder.
If this does well in its first week, they'll probably expand it.
Maybe. Here's hoping. But
That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. Then we got a fucking rock star coming in a month later.
that's right.
The #1 movie in horror.
Hell yeah.
That would be nice. It would be nice, but I don't even think that movie is going to be able to pull, basically 4 weeks in the theater. I don't think that's going to happen. It might get too, and that's, I hate to say it, but that might be a stretch. So
Hopefully not. Hey, I'm realistic. I'm just saying, if he made a good movie, and it seems to be right now, after the festival circuits and everything, everybody's saying, wow, this is it. So,
right.
Let's see. I'm ready. I've already overhyped it. It's too late for me. It's too late.
I agree. Well, let me thank our members one more time before we get out of here for the night. Ziggy, feel free to help out if you can. Special thanks to not that. Special thanks to our final girls and guys: C-Phase, Lorena, BD, Tyrone,
Our Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Morgan Crypt Horror, Raymond, and the whole damn enchilada pod.
and our camp counselors: Adam, Christy, Luke, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Chuck, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. I got to do 2 things here to get to that, so
Yeah.
it takes a minute.
All right, we got you.
We got it. We got it.
So, you know what's coming up next week? Hell House LLC.
Next week, Hell House LLC. Colonel, take us out. You're underwater, buddy.
thanks for joining us tonight. Man, Witchboard, what a discussion. Actually, I really enjoyed seeing these three guys bitch about it and just confirm that, yes, myself, like majority of people viewing, was wise to save our money. But guess what? This week, get your ass in the theaters because Hell House is back, baby, for the final installment. I'm trying not to hype it up too much so I don't disappoint myself once again. But I have a feeling this is going to be a very enjoyable film, and I look forward to talking about it with you fine folks next Monday. So, fellas, don't get sick. Wash your dick. You don't want some mushrooms growing out your penis. And ladies, don't smell like a scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve because you don't need mushrooms growing out of your vagina because you got a bunch of yeast.
Wait,
The
what?
Super Mario mushrooms too, man.
That's right.
Good God.
Man, I'm telling you, before you Summer's Eve, that's a one-up mushroom right there, boy.
Eric, you made it.
All right, Ziggy, send them out.
Super Mario. We did 2 good impersonations tonight. I did the thing where you go down the sewer, and then you just did the grow mushrooms. Yeah, man.
I had to do the one up.
That was it sucked. Witchboard sucked. What can I say? It sucked. I mean, it had to follow weapons. You had everything working against you, and you did nothing to help your case. I give it a 4 again. It's a 4. And, man, next week is one it's been marked from the beginning since January. I can't fucking wait for this. I've overhyped the shit out of it. Can't wait to talk about it next week. Boy, I hope I'm not disappointed, and we have to tell us how bad it was. Hell House, Lineage, next week. See you then.
All right, FaZe.
Hell yeah, folks. Hell House LLC. I'm pretty sure I put it at the top of my most anticipated list at the beginning of the year. And, man, it deserved to be up there. I mean, Cognetti delivers. I love him so much. His filmmaking, I love it. I can't help but to overhype this for myself. I don't have the self-control that Colonel has. I'm sorry. Hopefully, we're coming to you a week later with smiles on our faces. If not, boy, it'll be disappointing, but we'll see. Love you guys. See you next week.
All right. Yep. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As always, we love seeing you here on every Monday. Tune in next week for Hell House LLC and Lineage, that is. And, go watch the others, too, this week. Enjoy it. Spend the whole week just getting ready for this movie. That's what I'm going to do.
Cognetti has a way of tying details to all of his movies in the same series. He's very talented at this. That's why I think you need to be up to date on your first 4.
This is true.
Because it ties to the Carmichael Manor, too. It already says.
Yeah. So, Can't wait to talk with you guys next week about it. And we'll have a couple of extra days, too, since it comes out on Wednesday. So, stay away from spoilers. And, we'll see you next week, gang. Have a great night. DCS out. Woo!
Reflected the last light, looking for a hidden truth, only to find a fight. I found a new way to leave behind the past. Hope it's a better way. Oh, in the optic glass.